In a lot of my videos, I talk about how the right preparation can completely change the outcome of a home sale, and I'm sure you're all sick of hearing me talk about this. Today, I'm going to share a story with you about a property we recently sold because this one just closed in Garden Grove, and even I was shocked at the outcome. Honestly, it's a perfect example of what I see happen quite often with trust sales and inherited properties. When we first met with the family, like many trustees, they just wanted to sell the house as is. They didn't have the time, the energy, or honestly, the desire to deal with any improvements or fixes. If you've ever been a trustee, you know that there's so much responsibility already and a lot to do that taking on an improvement project for a property is just not that appealing and can seem quite daunting. And I completely get that. However, after walking through this particular property that belonged to their mom and was lovingly maintained, I knew in my gut that if we didn't do anything, they were gonna leave a lot of money on the table. The house was a really nice 4-bedroom home in the Garden Park neighborhood of Garden Grove. Great location, ideal layout. It had what a lot of buyers are looking for in this particular area: a spacious living room, a cozy fireplace, a big kitchen, and a beautiful backyard with mature fruit trees and a covered patio. It had really great bones. It just needed a little bit of polish or frosting. So I walked them through it. I said, look, if we sell this as is, you're probably looking at offers in the high 800 to low 900 range at best, and leaving it as is will attract a flurry of investors looking for a deal, and it's going to turn off the more serious buyers because in their minds, the house will read that it needs a lot of work. But if we do just a few things, paint because the walls looked dated and tired, carpet because, well, it was pink, and staging, nothing crazy, we can completely change how the buyers perceive this home, and more importantly, how they respond to it. We handled everything from start to finish as we typically do. We presented the trustees with estimates that were well within the range of what I had expected for them to approve. Then we coordinated all of the work, and then we finished it with staging. Made sure that the home felt light, clean, and move-in ready. And the transformation was exactly what it needed. We brought it to market at $975,000, and here's what happened. 13 offers in 5 days. And what's even more exciting is what it sold for. It sold for $1,120,000. $145,000 above the list price. This house sold for a price that's in line with fully renovated homes in the same neighborhood that are the same size. That's the power of preparation and the importance of the presentation. So here's the takeaway. It's not always about doing a full renovation. It's about making the most impactful changes to capture the attention of the buyers willing to pay the most. To put this one in perspective, the trustees invested less than $13,000 to paint the interior, replace the carpet, and have it beautifully staged. That investment yielded not only $145,000 over the list price, but easily $200,000 more than what they would have sold it for if they left it as is. Sometimes it's just about making some simple tweaks and adjustments before you hit the market to attract the right buyers and deter the investors that are looking for a deal. Because real buyers don't just buy potential. They respond to how a home feels the moment they see it. And when you create that feeling, that's when you create the excitement. If you're thinking about selling and aren't sure what your home needs or what it could sell for, as is versus with just a little bit of preparation, that's exactly what we can help with. Feel free to reach out or scan the QR code on your screen and we can walk you through your options together. Because the goal isn't just to sell your home, it's to sell it with the best possible outcome. Bye for now.